Are business credit scores rigged? I saw this question the other day and I thought it was interesting because the reality is business credit scores really are rigged. The whole system is rigged against you. And right now, I want to even the playing field, tell you the three top reasons that business credit scores are rigged, what you can do about it, and how you can actually use this as an advantage to be able to improve your business credit scores to get more approvals, better terms, and higher approval amounts. Yeah, business credit scores are rigged. I'm about to show you why, how to fix it, and what you can do to have exceptional scores. We got a lot to cover, so let's dive in. So, you look, business credit scores are rigged and they are rigged against you. You're not meant to know how the system works. And by being kept in the dark, then lenders and the bureaus think they have an advantage to better assess your risk and to make all these determinations about you, including should you be approved or denied, how much money should you get, and the rates and terms that you'll pay. Now, here's the three biggest ways that I see that these scores are rigged. Number one, you will be issued a failing score even if you have no credit. What? That's a real thing. See, as a consumer, you have to have 6 months worth of history before FICO will even give you a FICO consumer credit score. But in the business world, you can and will be issued failing business credit scores even if you have no accounts on your business credit reports. I mean, zero. I mean, your credit reports are empty and you will be given failing scores because the bureaus are basically identifying that, hey, since your business has no credit, you are extremely high risk of failing. What? This is why you need to build business credit. Because what happens is the business credit bureaus, including Experian and Equifax, will populate a report for you and give you a failing score if they know your business name, they know your industry, and they know your location. And they typically get these 3 points of data from the Secretary of State. When you go every year and you file your annual reports, they get that data from the Secretary of State, they create a credit report for you, and instantly, if there's no positive payment history on there, that report instantly has failing scores. What do I mean by failing scores? Well, I mean that each bureau has something called like a financial stability risk score. This score literally depicts your risk of shutting your doors, going out of business, bankruptcy, ceasing operations. And this score goes from 0 on the lowest, 100 on the highest. Typically, if you have a credit report created and you have no credit on there, you'll be given a 5 or 10 score, about as high a risk as you can get because you have no credit established. Now, here's the interesting thing. It only takes one account added to your business credit report to change that high risk score to a low risk score, but you have to have at least one item on your credit report. So yeah, these business credit reports are rigged against you because you are punished because you have no business credit established. Now, don't worry. At the end of this training, I'm going to give you access to a step-by-step guide and checklist to be able to easily get that first account and many more on your business credit reports, but you need to know about this. Now, you can pull your reports with Equifax, Experian, or Dun & Bradstreet to see if they know about you now, but Experian and Equifax, you really want to focus on because if you have no credit and they show that they have reports for you, I assure you those reports and scores are not good. You need to get at least one account on your business credit reports to be able to even this out and go from high risk to low risk so you get better terms for financing. The second way that these scores are rigged against you is because they have all kinds of crazy things in them that we are not used to as consumers. So for one, your business credit scores are just primarily based on how you pay your bills. Don't get me wrong. Each bureau has about 5 scores. There's a lot of factors that tie into those scores, but the number one factor into the main score that each of the credit reporting agencies actually have is based on payment history. And you will be punished if you are even 1 day late on a bill. See, as a consumer, we're used to having 30 days late before it reports on our consumer credit report. But in the business world, you will be considered late if you have 1 day late and it will start damaging your score. And the damage gets worse and worse and worse the more late that you are. Okay, the other weird thing about business credit reports is there's information calculated into these scores that we're not even used to. Like the number of employees you have ties into the financial health of your business. What? It's a true thing. Like literally, you will be punished and be given a low score and a high probability of failing just because you have a small number of employees. Meaning, when you're in a newer business, it's hard to get these business credit scores good if you don't have anything on your reports because you have it against you that you have no credit, you have it against you that you have fewer employees. So, factors like that can really hurt your scores. Those other things like lawsuits are on your business credit reports. Again, what? It's a true thing. So public records, we're used to judgments and tax liens and bankruptcies being on our consumer credit report, but we're not used to lawsuits showing up on our business credit reports and actually hurting our scores, and they do. So you need to learn as much as you can about these business credit reports and scores. By doing so, you can achieve mastery level, and that mastery level control of your credit reports and scores will get you a lot more approvals, better terms, and higher approval amounts. We've got all kinds of training on our YouTube channel that will teach you about each of the bureaus, all of their scores, and how to actually control these scores themselves. Now, the other reason that these scores are rigged against you, reason number 3 of 3, is your actual NAICS code. NAICS. This is basically the industry you're in. It's how lenders and the credit bureaus and how the government, the IRS, all recognizes your business and the industry it's in. But here's the problem. The problem is most entrepreneurs I talk to don't know what their NAICS code is. They don't even know what a NAICS code is. So what happens is the bureaus are putting the wrong industry code on your credit reports, and they have all kinds of credit scores that look at where you compare to others in your industry. And they have all kinds of high-risk industries that are punished with lower scores just because they don't look favorably on the industry that you're in. But you're not even in that industry. They had the wrong NAICS code. So you should go to NAICS.com. Do a search for what industry you're in, software, transportation, real estate. Narrow it down to your exact NAICS code. Whenever you apply for a loan or a credit line or a bank account, you need to tell them that exact code. And then pull your business credit reports with Dun & Bradstreet, Equifax, and Experian. You can even go get your reports at creditsuite.com/monitoring. Then look at those reports. Does it say the NAICS code on it? And is the code that it says the right code, the code that you've identified as being the industry code for your business? If it's wrong, you've got to correct it by disputing with the business credit reporting agency it's reported wrong with. That will update and correct the NAICS code. Then you won't have it held against you that you're in a high-risk industry when you're not, and you won't have them comparing you to others in an industry you're not even in. So if you take action on these 3 things, you can level the playing field and take the bias out of these business credit scores so you don't have these scores working against you. You don't have the system rigged against you. It all comes down to knowledge and action. A lot of this is the basic knowledge you need. Dive into our YouTube channel to learn more about your business credit scores. We even teach you and have trainings on how to dispute with the business credit reporting agencies to fix these items. Hey, and if we can help you along the way, let us know. At Credit Suite, we help you improve your fundability to stop denials, build your business credit, and access financing through loans and credit lines. So feel free to schedule time with us at creditsuite.com/consult. We'll do 100% free finance assessment to give you tips and tactics to build your business credit, advice on improving your fundability, and we'll talk to you about all the loans and credit lines you can get right now, even if you think there's no way you can qualify. That happens at creditsuite.com/consult. And you can grab our step-by-step business credit building guide at creditsuite.com/EIN. Hey, did you get value from this training? If so, make sure you smash that like button and make sure you subscribe and keep your eye out for our next training. We're talking about more cool ways to get the money you need to start and grow your business.